Okay, I can hardly believe it. It is the second show of the week. It is Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday, January the 3rd, year of our Lord 2023. And this is the Fakeologist Show. It's Tuesday, and that means that one of our most regular, routine, and oldest regular guests is with me now. And without further ado, I'm going to just introduce him right away. We'll start talking. Uncle Vigilante, hello.
Brother man, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you and yours. You sound bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Well, you know what? I don't know about you, but 2023, just saying it out loud,
Yeah.
it just feels right. I think this is going to be a good year for those of us who are not NPCs.
Yeah. Well, it's always a good year for us that are not NPCs. I haven't really had a bad year in the last few years, to be honest. I've been way too busy at work. That's my biggest complaint.
Yeah. Okay.
And I haven't taken. Well, we have to be careful because we're on YouTube right now. So if we want to have a politically or a health industry polite conversation, we have to say goodbye to YouTube. So I don't know how you want to play it because I know you're streaming live on the Uncle Vigilante YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, I am.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't know how careful that we have to be. It doesn't seem like they pull out the band hammer as much, but we'll be smart.
Yeah, or we could just go off it. It's up to you, but I know you multicast, so we'll just stay on the right side because
Yeah,
it's
let's
just
do that.
that way you don't have to delete your video because I know you've got a pretty big channel and you don't want to mess with it. I
Uh,
can live with talking around the topic for 1 hour easily.
well, the best. Oh, God, this is going to offend so many people.
Oh, okay.
Do I say it or do I not?
Well, is who do you not want to offend? YouTube or the greater public?
Probably both, but I
Yeah.
might just. Oh man, people
All
are
right.
going to say too soon.
The best. Be careful. Sorry, I'm just starting up FakeOTube
Yeah,
chat, so that's
I
why
was.
you heard
I
that.
was just. I was just going to say the best thing about not being a professional football player is
Oh yeah.
you never have to worry about Mayo, and I won't go from there.
Well, I think I think this one falls under the psyop hoax category. As much as I'd love to believe in all my confirmation biases, and we're all, we all have confirmation bias regarding our point of view. And I'm no different from anyone else. So I'm always looking for these cases and I think, oh yeah, see, I was right. But I'm not so sure. I haven't been so sure in a while about my point of view with regards to the official media story. And you have to admit, this was Monday's media story that they wanted to carry for the whole week.
Yeah, and you know what? Believe me, I do not think that this was some orchestrated. I'm not in that camp at all. All I'm saying is that
Mhm.
there is and I mean, I was watching the game live. You know me, I am
Okay.
an NFL junkie. And so I was watching it live. I saw it. I
Mhm.
saw a hit that happens a million times a year all across collegiate sports, professional sports,
Mhm.
to where this guy got jacked pretty good, but he's in football pads and everything, and he went
Yeah.
down and he popped right up like Jack in the Box, and then he fell back, and from what I understand, died, and they had to resuscitate him and use the I don't know what they call the shocking, where they go clear, they and that's what really impacted all of the onlooking players, where they started crying and stuff, is because you just uh doesn't ever happen. And so i believe I do not believe that this was some orchestrated psyop. I believe it was real. I just tie it back to, my mind immediately went to, I wonder, because it is a mandate. It was a mandate to be able to play in the NFL to get the what. And so I just can't ignore the died suddenly, you know, uh, contingent out there.
Yeah.
that you know more than I do, but,
I used
you
to
know
have a show about that, but my, my my partner in crime, in that case, disappeared.
exactly, that's really weird,
It's not good.
but I will tell you that, I think it's very, very real, so I'm not that guy. But it's like I know of a few football players that have took a lot of heat for having fake vax uh,
Documentation. Oh, really?
documentation and stuff, and I bet you they're not NPCs, and I bet you in their minds that they were just in their minds saying, "You know what, man?" I mean, my mind immediately went there when I started hearing that it was something to do with the heart, and
Okay.
why wouldn't you?
And
You
I
know?
listened to a podcast today, my regular normie podcast. I have one normie podcast that's Toronto centric. As you know, I was on their show,
Yep.
and they're my hate listen. Hate listens are important, and hopefully this isn't anyone's hate listen, but it might be. It's okay. You still get to listen. And the one of the hosts has a heart condition, and he's taken all 4 vaccines, and he's had heart issues again. Now, I think he had them before the vaccine. Like, we can say the word vaccine, and he had,
Let's call
heart
it the jab because then I don't know.
I
Just
don't think it matters, as long as we're not
okay.
giving wrong disinformation. I'm just saying matter of factly.
Okay, you're reporting the news.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so he had heart issues. I think he had tachycardia, which is a arrhythmia of the heart where it just starts, going 100 miles an hour and then it just stops, and I think what they do is they do an ablation where I think they literally just, destroy heart tissue
Mm,
to stop, the circuitry, somehow disable some of the circuitry of the heart. I think it's
right.
a permanent thing when you destroy heart tissue, it doesn't come back, but it stops the heart from racing, and this is the this is to me, this isn't really good medical, procedure, but it's what they do. The medical system, if
I have
something's
a
wrong, they just take it out or blast it away, don't they? That's sorta
I have a
how.
good I have a good friend who had that same thing, and the same thing happened, but,
Mhm.
and it ended up I mean, like, young guy, 28 years old, ended up, having to have a pacemaker, and
Right, yeah, exactly.
several
Once
years.
they blast away your natural cells, then you do need something to regulate the heart rate, so the
Right.
natural part is blown away. But my point I wanted to make is these normies looked at this football story that I just heard about this morning. Never once did the vaccine come up in their conversation because they're completely for and promote it, and, they look at us as idiots. So they never looked at it through that lens, but you're looking at through the opposite lens, whereas a fakeologist, my lens is supposed to be everything is fake until proven real. So I'm in the sort of the
Yeah.
third camp where you've got your confirmation bias
Yep.
and they've got theirs where they didn't see anything like they're not exposing themselves to the died suddenly information at all. I mean, you could call it propaganda because it's on both sides.
Wow. I just Harmon is still here, and he
Mhm.
just told me that I'm back over 3,000 subscribers because when I started this channel 2 years ago, I was at 2,990, and after all the work that I've done for 2 years and all the coverage of Epic Cash, it's so funny. I get up to 3,010 and then it goes down to 2,990. So Harmon just said, "Hey, Uncle, you're over at 3,000 again." So let's just celebrate that for the new year, man. I'm trending in the right direction here.
Well, that's fantastic. FacoTube is, what Epic Cash sponsors, and you're also the, sponsor of FacoTube, and
Damn
FacoTube has
right
been
I am.
getting great numbers. Great numbers. I still love FacoTube. Every now and then I start a different type of, web service, and it doesn't work out. Like, I started a Mastodon server for a year, and nobody used it, so I just, ditched it. But FacoTube, I'm still really happy with. because it's a great repository of videos that I curate, plus I can live stream without worrying,
Yes.
um, at all. I could live stream from my phone, actually. I did it at the beginning, but it's just not something I do, but I
Yeah.
could
You
do it.
also like your audio, and your audio sounds delicious tonight.
Yeah, it still sounds really good, thanks to Velicet, who set that up, last year, so that's good. So but I'm really happy with FacoTube. So if you don't hear my regular show, you can go to FacoTube. I'm usually putting a video or so up per day of
Yep.
something I think is really worth looking at. A lot of it's reposting, and, I'm not sure I would have started FacoTube today because Odyssey is doing really, really well,
Mhm.
and it works really well. You can live stream to Odyssey now. I do promote Odyssey. You can repost videos on Odyssey. They're not censoring it all, so anyone you want is on Odyssey. And the best part about
Wow.
Odyssey is you can bring videos into your phone, and it'll download them automatically into your podcast player. And that way, you don't have to really keep track of your subscriptions as much because they just pop up on your phone. Which
Wow.
I really like, and
Yeah.
FacoTube does the same. You
Yep.
can use RSS, you can get the RSS feed for FacoTube and bring all my videos onto your phone, so you don't have to go to FacoTube, you just use your podcast player to bring them up, and, they're there automatically downloaded.
I gave you a huge shout out today
Oh, nice.
on Jaronism. I was Max Freeman and I were the guest on Jaron's
Oh,
show.
nice.
Covered Epic Cash, and we did a 1,000 coin giveaway to where we created a special group on uh, in Telegram for his subscriber base who were listening, and they can join that. And then and we showed them how to download our Epic Pay wallet, and the first 100 people that drop their address in there, we will be sending them 10 Epic Cash coins. And whenever I send one Epic Cash coin, I believe in my mind I'm sending at least $1,000. So I look at this as a $1 million giveaway in time.
Yeah.
And Max and I agreed to be able to split that. Didn't want to go to the community for any kind of a raise. It's just because I know that anything having to do with Jaron or anybody who might be a round spinning ball denier just triggers some people, and I'm a lot more open minded than that. And I just love Jaron and his whole community, so we wanted to do that for them. And at the end of it, I don't know why. Oh, I was telling him that I was going to be, if people wanted more this evening, they could come join us. And I promoted FacoTube that they could watch us there and my channel. So we may have some folks from Jaron's show here, and if so, welcome. Good to have you. This is where Ab and I every Tuesday evening we just riff about whatever, man. We've been at this together for a long, long time because we were riffing about the BS psyop of all psyops, the pandemic, and in 2020, before, well, at least before my channel got disappeared and disappeared and disappeared. But we're here now. You took your measures to make sure that you can't be disappeared.
No.
Facotube.com, and also fakeologist.com. Tell people about Fakeologist.
Well, that's my old site. It's almost 10 or 11 years old right now, and that's where I really started blogging, and on fakeologist.com, I put my f most people aren't blogging's sort of an old technology now. It's
Yeah.
really sort of gone out of the lingo. I know that, where people are more familiar with Twitter and Substack and maybe Instagram and Facebook.
Right.
It was before all those social media. It was the social media of the day.
Yep.
And to me, it's still super powerful. The main part is I own the site, I own the data. No one is censoring me.
Yep.
Oh, and it doesn't take that much to set up a blog, but obviously it was easier for people to go to Facebook and all the easy social media sites, but they are censorious because it's
Yep.
their platform. So Fakeologist is just like Twitter or some of the other social medias, but it's mine and it has its own commenting system. You don't really have to log in to comment. So you can thumbs up and comment and like and subscribe and all those things that you do in modern age. And I just post all my research from the webs, stuff I think is the truth, and post it here. I cross post to FacoTube as well, so there's some interaction there. And it's just and I have all my audios there. See, I host all my own audios as well. So again, they're not in a danger of disappearing. And that way you can just set it and forget it. You can just bookmark my site and always come back and it'll always be there. The only difference
And
is yeah,
wherever you have your wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, tell them
yeah.
the two podcasts that you have.
Right, thank you. Well, you're the host tonight. You're doing a great job.
Thank
Yeah, yeah. I'm being interviewed. I love it. Okay, so you just go to the podcast page, and I should be a little bit better. If you go to the main page, you just click on podcasts. And we have two podcasts: the Fakeologist Show, which has been Sunday through Thursday for the last year or two, but because of different job situations and whatnot, I'm gonna have to probably scale it back a little bit for a while. So there's the Fakeologist Show, which is a one-on-one interview, usually with one guest, which it works best. Like
Mhm.
Uncle Vigilante is a part of the Fakeologist Show. I've Mr. E, who's one of my favorite
I
transvestigators.
love
Slash, he's so good, but he's an all-around fakeologist through and through. So we don't talk about androgyny and whatnot. We'll talk about other stuff. He's
yeah.
completely, flexible, although we haven't been talking about Epic Cash with him, so we'll have to ease him into that because he's like anyone else looking for methods of payment, and, he's been a victim of the different, measures over the last couple of years, so I think he's in another country, so this worldwide phenomenon of cryptocurrency or Epic Cash could probably work for him too, because it's borderless, as I'm
It
sure
will
you.
work for him.
Yeah,
It's just undiscovered to him at this point. It's not if, it's when.
that's right.
It was so cool today. Uh, we showed people how to download the Epic Pay wallet, which you can go to.
Yeah,
Uh,
where is that? I don't even think I have that.
oh, if you
Do
don't
I?
have it, my gosh, it is the best
I'm
mobile
in
wallet.
the Veet wallet. I'm Veet. I'm still Veet. Am I
Oh
in the
no,
past?
no, yeah, Vita is fine, but what you need is you need to download the Epic Pay wallet. So the way you do that is,
Right.
I wish I could screen share, but you go to Google Play or Apple Store and you just search for Epic Pay,
I think
and
you
you'll
can screen share, but I'm
and
not.
and you I don't know. Let's we won't complicate it. And you go to Epic Pay, just search for that. It'll pop right up. And then you just go in. It's the easiest wallet in the world to be able to set up. You don't even have to collect your seed words right away. It lets you get the party started, and it will remind you to capture your seed words and instructs you. But why don't you do it right now? Can you do it on your cell phone so that you can uh,
I I will. Here's the Epic Pay on the Apple Store. I found
perfect?
that. So that's on the screen, Epic Pay.
Yeah.
And, is it called the Stack Wallet on,
Here, let
Google
me.
Play?
I'm gonna do something here. Important epic links, and I'm going to ask you to please. Uh,
When I type on Epic in, Google Play, I get 3 different things that are not that. Epic Pay, here it is. Okay. Okay, here's Epic Pay. Yep, 100 plus downloads on the Google, so I've got that. Okay. So this is a brand new wallet.
it is. Let me preface it. The best mobile wallet in crypto up to
Wow.
today was created in 2014 by a man named Diego Salazar, who created the Monero Cake wallet. He then,
Okay.
with today's technology and his what is that? That's 6, 7, 8 years of advanced, uh, 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 you know, advanced learnings, I guess, in crypto or experience. That's what I meant. Um, he is the one who created this Epic Pay wallet. It is the most sophisticated yet easy to the user wallet. It's going to crush everything. Right now, it's just send and receive. but we're working with a company called Change Now, which should perk a lot of ears, where you're also in this wallet going to be able to buy and sell Epic Cash. It's awesome. But I'm going to, in our, your and my, let me put
I'm installing it now as you're talking on my phone.
technologist. What I'd like you to do, go to our Telegram, and I'm going to paste a link. And if you could please just open this up, then
Okay.
then people can see it. Um,
Wow, they use a WordPress blog. I'm impressed.
but yeah,
EpicCentral.io. Is this someone's blog? As
no,
part of the
that's
community?
that's one of our sites.
Okay, there you go. It's up. It's up and Adam.
Okay, so you see that. So you
Yeah.
go to one is install the Epic Pay app, and then you'll see it's just so super simple. As a matter of fact, why don't we do this?
I'm gonna do it now. As soon as I get it going, I'm gonna
Do
so
it
I'm
now.
I'm
And
clicking get started, create a new wallet,
yep,
create a pin. Okay, create a pin. That's the first step. Wallet created. What
yep.
happened to the seed code and all that? Do I need any of the seed?
It's in there. It'll remind you, but it doesn't get in your way right away. So imagine trying to set somebody up with on the street with this wallet, and then telling them, "Okay, let's find a napkin for you to be able to write down your seed phrase, because that's the most important thing." No, you can just say you can privately do that later, and the app will remind you to do it. You must do that, but it doesn't get you in the way of getting your first transaction. So I want you to set yours up. And then what I'm going to do, my friend, is I'm going to go into my Epic wallet.
There, I just gave you my receive address I sent it through Telegram to you directly.
I got it.
All right.
Oh,
I could probably get the QR code up there.
no, no, let's not do that. Let me go to my phone and go to personal app. There you go. Let me copy that.
By the
Now
way, it says I have no balance, or it's loading my balance right now.
it's loading.
Loading.
You have none because you have none.
Yeah,
Um,
it's synchronizing with the somebody.
but what I want to do is uh, I just pasted your address,
All right.
okay, and send Epic. And what I'm going to do is just like with everyone else, I'm going to send you.
I want to get my handyman on Epic Cash. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't know anything about crypto. So I was thinking maybe I'll send him just a
Okay,
taste of it.
okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you $15,000
Wow.
in the future. It's 15 Epic.
Okay.
But are you ready? Do you have your app open?
Yeah, it says I'm connected to the network,
Okay,
so
I
I'm
want
waiting.
everyone to know that if this is layer one, meaning this is peer to peer, there
No.
is no middleman. There is no surveillance. No one in the world knows that I am sending you 15 Epic except those listening right now. But no one will ever be able to trace this. They'll never be able to see this. It is an invisible transaction between you and me, as if you were in my home and I said, "Ab, let me give you 15 bucks." And you're
Yeah.
like, "That's cool." Okay.
Even if they have my QR code, they can't sniff
No,
it?
you can't. These addresses cannot. They go nowhere. That's the beauty of what's called Mimble Wimble.
Wimble,
These
wimble, yeah.
transactions just disappear. That your send or receive address mean nothing to no one except you and me, the peer and the peer. So I want you to see right now. You have your wallet open.
Yeah, you
With
tell me when to look.
if I was going to send you 15 Bitcoin, which would be a lot, right? But one
Oh,
day
I'll take 15
these,
Bitcoin.
these 15 Epic are going to be worth way more than those 15 dirty
Okay.
BTC that are surveilled. Um, it would take at
JP
least,
Morgan coin.
it would be at least $2 up to $81 to send. What I'm going to send you here is going to be 1/100th of a penny to me. Okay. And I will tell you, Ab, that it would take with Bitcoin, it would take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes for you to receive it. Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to 3, 2, 1. I'm going to send 3, 2, 1,
One.
send. Now I want
Okay.
you to look at your wallet.
1 steamboat, 2 steamboats, 3 steamboats, 4 steamboats. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm connected to the network.
Okay, you're connected. Look, like I said, it would take 20 to 30 minutes with BTC. Why can't you buy Coke or a coffee at retail? Is because it's just not going to transact fast enough. But with Epic Cash, because Mimblewimble doesn't hold all the transaction history,
Yeah.
it is such a lightweight blockchain.
Mhm.
So mine is saying sending right now.
Okay. Mine's synchronizing right now.
Oh, maybe yours it's going to take a while for you to synchronize before
Mhm.
you're synchronizing with the blockchain.
Yeah.
Uh, but
It
it's
was connected. Now it says synchronizing.
okay. So I'm not worried with Jaren. It took like 45 seconds. Uh,
Oh, got it.
boom! Less than 45. It was
You
like
sent
30
me
seconds.
15,000 epic. Thank you. You didn't type that in wrong, did you?
But isn't that cool?
That is great. It says
It,
receiving dot dot dot, so it's noting, but I
see
guess
it,
it's
but
still
you see
coming
it.
in.
It,
Yeah.
it, you see it. It's waiting for the confirmations on the
Thank you
blockchain.
very much. Thank you.
Everything else. But so that's what we're doing with Jaren's his audience is or subscribers is the first 100 people. And you know what, I love everybody here, so I'm going to open it up to.
Now, how did you get your how do they get Epic? Because you gotta most people don't have Epic in the bottom of their couch. So how do you get it onto this app to get it to other people?
So what you'll do is you will go to Uncle Vigilante,
Yeah.
and in my show notes you will go in and it'll say how to buy Epic Cash. So
Is
if
that on your
anybody is,
YouTube?
if anybody is epic curious, or crypto curious, you're ultimately going to have to buy Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is what makes the magic happen with
Right.
acquiring Epic within the Vite multi-wallet exchange. So you need to get Epic or BTC first, and there's lots of ways to be able to do that I'm not going to go through right now. And then it literally shows you within my show notes a how to on
Where
today.
are the show notes? I'm looking at your YouTube page now.
Well, go to my last live stream.
An Epic State of the Nation?
Yeah, go to that and
Okay.
look at the show notes.
Okay. Show more.
Show more.
Okay. There's nothing there.
Oh, go to the previous one. I
All
was
right.
late on that.
I'm still working on that. Chomp,
If I
chomp, chomp.
if I don't have a thumbnail on it, yeah, go to chomp chomp chomp.
Oh, here's some show notes. Okay.
Okay, look, that is just like you with FacoTube. This is a curated set of links that if somebody just copy and paste all those links and put them in just your own notes on your phone. And then if you are Epic curious or if you are Epic experienced or whatever, this is a curated set of links that you can just start at the top and go down. Within that, it will give you everything that you need to know to be able to acquire, to learn, to go down the rabbit hole, to go other places. It has everything. It has everything. So within there are links on how to be able to acquire Epic Cash.
Buying Epic for newbies. That's on
Yeah,
Telegram.
yeah.
Is that the best one? Buying Epic for newbies?
That would be a great one because we have a whole team of people willing to be able to support you on how to be able to do this. Now, one thing I'm going to do, public service announcement. We talked about keywords and key phrases within your wallet. You never screenshot that stuff, people. Don't be lazy. You get a pencil and paper, pen and paper, and you write down your 24-word seed phrase. And then you write it down again and again, and you store them in several different places in your home, maybe even at someone, your daughter's home or whatever. for safekeeping. Put them in a fireproof bag, etch them into metal. There's lots of way, but just understand that if you ever lost those, it's like your investment in Epic is poof gone.
Where
So
is that in the app? Where's my seed phrase?
go blah blah blah. Jaron was navigating it and he went right to it. Um,
Okay. I can
so
look it up if you don't
yeah,
have it on.
you can look it up. You just play around with it, and you can
Okay.
take a look at the three lines on the upper right and uh,
Now
play
I
around with
suppose
it.
I could add you to, it says receiving around 10 minutes for 10 confirmations. How do I add you? Because you sent me the money. Does it know it's you? Because I
You
don't see any.
can't. It doesn't keep track of that stuff.
That's right. I can't see you sent
It's
it. So you, I
private.
just have. So you have to tell me you're sending it to me. Otherwise, I don't know it's you.
Yes, but what I can do is send it to you, and you not have your
Okay,
wallet
it just got
ever.
confirmed. So now it's all in. It's in the
Now
wallet.
those are yours. Those are yours, baby.
Thank you. So I don't know it's you. There's no way to tell who sent it. There's no. There's
Nope.
just a
And
transaction ID.
you
That's
know
it.
what? Your Epic Cash on the Veet exchange is actually an IOU, so it's not your Epic. So ultimately, what you want to be able to do is uh, download the GUI 5.0 wallet. I think it's
Yeah, I
five.
haven't done that yet. I got to do that.
Okay, you need to do that. Or ultimately, if you, I'm not worried. I have a fair amount still on Veet that I have just really more for community support. But there'll be a time in the very near
Yeah.
future, like I mean maybe within the next quarter, to where you'll be able to send your Epic directly from Veet to your mobile wallet or your GUI.
Oh, okay. So
So
how do I get it from Veet to here?
you would first have to get a GUI wallet,
Oh,
okay?
okay. Okay.
And then what you would have to do is within the GUI wallet, it's a really within the GUI wallet, you're going to have your own new set of seed words, right? And
Right.
remember when
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
downloaded this app, it said restore wallet. What you
Yeah.
do is hit restore wallet, and then you'd put in your seed phrase from your GUI, and then it would show up in both your GUI and your mobile wallet. So it's just kind of like online banking where you are
Do I
dealing.
want them to be the same wallet or do I maybe want 2 wallets?
You want two wallets
Yeah. I don't want them linked, do I? I wanna be able to.
because this wallet you have right now
Mhm.
is
It
is unique because it has its own seed phrase. So
right.
you'd want a second wallet to restore within this.
Okay.
So yeah, not that hard, but ultimately, look, this is the deal. Right now, Epic Cash is at what 40 cents, 50 cents. I don't know. It's like
Not much.
not much at all, and you know what's coming, right? This stuff is almost the easy button. We are so close. Once we integrate,
40
uh,
cents. Okay.
yeah, once we integrate right now, uh, the shoot, I said it earlier. The coin. Ah, man, why am I having a brain fart? Um,
It's ready for takeoff is what you're
change
saying.
now. Yeah, change now.
Who's
Yeah,
changed now? That's not, that guy from Occupy Wall Street, is it? No, that's We Are Change.
no, let me.
Okay.
I'm gonna plug in because I'm in a group called Plan Now, and it's Change Now. So Change Now
Oh, good.
is
Harmon's in FacoTube chat. Tube chat. Thank you for coming into FacoTube chat, Harmon's. Thank you.
Harmon's still there.
Harmon's in FacoTube chat now. That's a
He's in.
different chat.
Yeah, he's in everywhere.
He's in the
He's
good chat.
everywhere all the time,
He wants
everywhere.
to, shake hands with you. You're on his bucket list. Wow.
Harmon is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's just amazing. He's a legend. Um, so, but I hope everybody's paying attention because right now it's like this
Okay,
is
we
the
gotta
most
get Tunax. Tunax is one of my users. Tunax, you're, I'm not sure if you're computer savvy, but we need to get you into one of these wallets. So if you can do it, we wanna see how many Facotube fakeologists can try and get into this, and this is free to get the wallet, so if you got a phone, try and set it up
Okay.
and report back. We really need, if we see if we can get the regulars. I have a few regulars on my show, like Tunex. If we can get him doing this and just shooting us just 10 cents worth of US dollars via Epic Cash, that would be really cool to watch that work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
We could just get
if he
people like
goes through
that.
this process, I'll send him 10 coins to play with. How about that?
So anyone who wants 10 coins, what you
Why
should do is
and
just put a link, put your what is it called? The Epic Pay wallet receive code or receive address into the FacoTube chat right now, and when this video is finished, when this show is over, those chats turn into comments. That's one of the beauties of FacoTube. I guess Odyssey works the same way, I guess, and so does YouTube. But we
yeah.
use FacoTube because we know this video is not gonna be taken down or deleted for anything we've said or done. So please do that. If you Yeah, so anyone who does that, Uncle Vigilante will be able to go back later.
Yeah, you were just talking about one person, but if you're expanding it to
Yeah.
anyone.
It's anyone. Well, it's anyone that's, a FacoTube regular. I know the regulars. We got
Okay.
Greg Shantz is a regular. I guess Harmon's a regular now. Got Joe Mama in here now in the FacoTube chat. So not only are we gonna get them educated to Epic Cash Pay or Epic Pay Cash, we're gonna get them into the FacoTube chat as well and get them into that. And they have a lot in common. These are all decentralized R platforms, and
Yep.
we're sticking it to the man, which is what the nature of the internet's all about. We're using the internet for what it's supposed to be,
Amen.
independent. This is what
You
it's all
know,
about. We have our own currencies, we have our own
if
video
some
platforms. Come on, guys.
if somebody wants a real easy way, and
Mhm.
Harmon, can you please put a link in, because I realize I don't know, and excuse me if I'm being ignorant, but I don't know if Jaron has a YouTube channel like he used to, or is he just on the other
He's on
platforms?
Rofkin, I think. I wanna talk to you about Rofkin too,
Well, hold on.
or Rof
Let me just ask Harmon in the chat if he can post a link to today's live stream with Jaron uh, here. Then everybody will be able to watch that. I want them to watch it because within that, he gives the instruction and a URL to be able to participate in this 1,000 coin giveaway. But I want it to go through, instead of me giving you the URL and hijacking it, I want to drive people to his channel to be able to watch it, because it was an amazing interview with Max and me, to where it was just a really good, fun interview. But
Oh, here it is. I'll put a link. I'm on his YouTube thing. It's on here now. It was a 2-hour show.
oh, it
Okay.
was on YouTube. Can you
Yeah,
please send that to me in my private chat? The link to it. You're in my
I
private chat,
I
because
will
I'm going
do
to include
that.
that in the show notes.
We got so many damn chats. Do you want it in the restream chat?
The ab fakeologist. No, I want it in the Telegram chat.
Telegram. See, we have
Please.
too many ways to communicate. There you
Yeah.
go.
Perfect. Thank you.
All
So
right.
anybody watches that, they can go through, fast through it, forward through the beginning if you want to not be educated in Epic Cash and get more to the lollipops and fancy pants, meaning the giveaway. And he will tell you exactly where to go to be able
What's he
to.
giving away?
Here's how it's going to work: is he's going to provide a link that'll drive people to the special Telegram group that we've created, and the first 100 people who drop their receive address in there are going to get 10 Epic Cash. That's how you do it. And
Okay,
those of you,
where is that? Where is that Telegram group? I'll do it now. I want some Epic Cash. Okay.
well, that's why I want to, instead of me just saying it here, it's kind of like Jaron went to a lot of work. It's his link. So it's
Okay.
kinda like I just want people to go to his show and watch it so
Oh,
that
so we gotta watch the show, so it's buried in the show somewhere?
well, it's near the end. I'm gonna send it to you, privately.
Okay, so if you watch this show, near the end, does he say it or does he put it on the screen?
He puts it on the screen, he says it, it's easy.
Okay. I'm gonna listen to the show.
Yeah, I just sent you the link so that you can you
God
can
bless you.
be first. Um,
Hey,
but
membership has its privileges, right?
right, but I just, I would feel out of integrity if on my show, um, in your audience that he put a lot into that interview, 2 hour interview, and so which included educating people why Epic Cash is going to stand tall. You
So I
know,
just have to put the thing I gave to you into the group?
you got to join the group,
I did.
and you just post your address in there.
Okay.
And I don't know if anyone else has already done that. If not, you can say, I'm first, and then put in your address.
I just joined it, but I can't find it in the 5,000 groups I got. What's it called again? Epic something. Oh, coin giveaway. Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna be first. There you go.
there you go. All right. All right. So those people who
There
act
it is. It's in the group. Even I'm a tech guy, so even this is a little sometimes it's new, so you gotta think a little bit. There is some thinking required to get into alternate technologies, isn't there? You can't be stupid.
yeah, yeah.
You
Can
know what
you
I'm
im-
saying?
can you imagine if you acquired Bitcoin at 40 cents?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, we're a better Bitcoin, folks. Watch watch Jaron's full show,
I'm
please.
gonna watch it. I'm downloading it now onto
In
my,
fact, I want you to please put that on FacoTube. Please
okay,
do that for me.
I'll
Uh,
do it for you.
I know I could if I wanted to because you give me the privilege. Thank you, but I would rather you do it.
Alright, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Sponsorship has its privileges,
Darn right it does.
and you are a dedicated fakeologist, and you show up every week, so all these things all good behavior should be rewarded, even if it's slightly off topic, I don't mind. But that's the thing, we have to reach out to different cross-pollination communities, and you're a
Yes,
fakeologist first, and then you become a
I
crypto
was.
king.
Yeah, that's right. I
Now
was.
you're a crypto king, so, we have to follow people's paths, but as long as you're a fakeologist, I can keep talking to you, that's the beauty of it. If
Well,
you
that's my happy space. I would rather
Yeah,
be, and not rather. I love me some Epic Cash, but I'm really really happy. I was
I'm gonna
thinking about
start a
this.
new category called epic, in the FakeoTube, so it'll just be
Oh,
the
that's
epic topic.
beautiful. Yeah, today I was I went to the grocery store, and I
Mhm.
was walking in there, and I remember during the dark days where
Yeah.
everyone was masked up all the time, and I wasn't, right? I remember the dark days of me just really, really hate is a strong word, but really hating people.
I think you told us this last week. Did
Did
you go to
I?
the grocery store again?
I did. Well, maybe, it's just like Pavlovian in me, where it's like I think this is what they call true PTSD, right? Is
Yeah.
where you go in, like when I enter in Publix, right before I enter, and you have everyone exiting. I remember all the time people exiting, coming out with masks, and me just thinking in mind, you dumbasses, you guys are so stupid. Why? How can you? How can you cover your breath of life? And I mean, it really, really bothered me so much. And I was just thinking today, it's like I think it's usually maybe there's a couple people wearing a mask in the grocery stores now, and um, but the rest aren't. And I'm like, I just feel like taking a deep breath and getting great oxygen and feeling that 2023, I I think that the Druid Babylonian bastards aren't going to be able to make that move again, or make create place the mandates and people fall for it again and everything. I hope more people resist, but then I hear uh, about the fact that you know I'm getting confirmation that there are studies out there to where up to 50% of the people, and I think it's way more, do not have an inner dialogue in their own heads. Legit. There's like studies that are now starting to come out. So if you are listening, drop it in the chat. I'm interested if, when you are out and about driving, going down, walking, whatever, are you having an internal dialogue with yourself? Do you hear yourself talking? Are you talking to yourself, or are you just passively uh, enjoying life, getting through life, and then at the point in time to where you need to respond, you respond, but up to 50% do not have an internal dialogue. And to me, those are NPCs, non-playing characters, people who don't critically think to themselves. To themselves. That's the key. You've got to have that inner dialogue. And so I have just arrived at the conclusion that those who masked up and you know, uh, I would place it more. I think it's more like 90% of the people don't have an inner dialogue. If you're letting your TV do your thinking for you, you're not critically thinking about anything. So I know that may hurt some people, may hurt their feelings, but I don't care about butt hurt feelings. I care about people, taking a stand and actually thinking for themselves and recognizing when you're being scammed. And
Well,
we've been
let's look at it this way. This is another way of looking at it because a lot of people think they don't like you're shilling for any kind of crypto. It doesn't matter what crypto, they just think this is a shill show, which shilling is not the right.
That's a big word, and I would just pull out my middle finger in my right pocket and
Yeah.
give
But
you this. But
even if you don't use Epic Cash as an investment vehicle, and this is not investment advice, by the way. How
nope,
many people here, raise your hand, have a PayPal account? Because if you really wanna just not talk about this as an investment and talk about it as a way of transmitting value, frictionless value without
that's right.
someone taking a big chunk out of it and telling you where you can and can't point your money,
Yep,
look at it that way. I think almost everyone here on the internet adopted PayPal early on because it was one of the most fastest universal country to country payment services out there. And it's not a great service, really. It's not a great website. They take a large chunk. If you give me $1 to pay through PayPal, they take 25%. So I only get 75 cents. And
and
for
they
what?
can shut you down.
And they can shut me down. They can block me because it's their platform. So they're doing all the
It's
work.
not peer to peer. It's
Their
peer
whole yeah,
them
it's
to.
centralized. It's Elon Musk, or whoever started it, I don't know. So, you gotta think of it that way. So, if you are bagging on Epic Cash and you have a PayPal account, then you're a hypocrite. So, just look at it that way.
If
And
if
quite
if you're bagging on Epic Cash, you are totally misinformed and you are lazy. You do not do
right,
any work yourself. You're just freaking lazy. I have no
exactly.
patience for you. I have, with good conscience and good intent, covered
Yep,
Epic Cash for 2 years.
yep.
If you go to my show notes and you go down to my shitcoin trial, you will see that 2 years ago I had Max on and I declared Epic Cash a shitcoin at the beginning of the show. He had 45 minutes to convince me otherwise. Within 15
And
minutes, I
you
went,
were just coming off a full being burned from a couple
yeah,
other cryptos. So
100%.
you if anyone was gonna exit the crypto space, it would have been you, because
And but
you were You were ready to go back to your good old fiat currency saying, "The heck with this, I'm out of here."
And forgive me if I offend anyone, but if anybody who knows me knows that
Okay to be offended.
I am not a pussy. I will
No,
stand up to anyone about anything, and I hate bullies.
no,
And I hate scammers. And
no.
so I went into that, you
I've
know,
been scammed enough times too.
full force and effect. And so, you person who thinks that we're just a scam channel or a scam coin, I say F you and DM me if you want to have a private conversation in Telegram. I'd be happy to entertain you. But I have 500 videos of covering Epic Cash ish. I don't know. It feels like 500 videos, but certainly 500 hours or more of covering Epic Cash.
No.
And you can't show me not one additional crypto asset that has taken the deep dives that I have on my show with covering everything about this asset. So if you're just gonna be that stupid ankle biter, then screw you. You're ignorant. You are gonna fail in life because you don't have an open mind and you're not discerning. So take that. DM me if you have an issue with it, and I'll take you. Come on my show. I'll invite you on my show and you tell me how we're a scam coin. You educate me. That I'm laying it down right now. To anyone in the universe that wants to come on and call bullshit on this project, bring it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. And bring your little binky too, because we'll destroy you. Sorry, but I just have no tolerance for it.
Are we getting you fired up? We've got we've got some you've got some guests from the Jaren show, and Jaren has a huge audience, and I do have great respect for Jaren.
I love Jared.
Back in my flat Earth days, he was one of the first, and I was waiting for him to for quite a while to send that laser beam across the lake or the pond or the bay in I think he's in Monterey, California.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't I can't remember what happened to that. I remember he was doing a live stream or something. This is years ago. So we go back and I never did get a lot of flat earth guys on my show because it was never really the centerpiece.
Right.
But I was following it and I did accidentally, and it was quite by accident, get Mark Sargent on his first interview on my show, and it was literally just because I was calling some Skype numbers while I was doing a live show to see what would happen, and he
Yeah,
answered the phone.
that's crazy.
But Jaronism, I do like the guy,
He is.
and mad
He
respect,
yeah.
157,000 YouTube subscribers, and I know he's very technologically
He's great.
advanced, like IPS, who I respect people like
Yep.
that. We have the similar interests, so he tries all kinds of different platforms.
Yep.
And he's willing to look at new things. You're like that. I'm like that. I don't mind trying new things. As I get older, I get a little slower.
Weiss is another legend.
Yeah.
And no, you know what? I find that community. I like how Jaron calls it the True Earth community. I love
Oh,
how the True Earth community. I guarantee you, there's not an NPC in the bunch. They all critically think, and it is a great community. I'm really a huge fan, and Max is too. By the way, he's done his own thinking
is
as
Tom
well.
Freeman an Epic Cash guy? Because I'm just looking here.
Anyone
Um,
who's a Freeman last name, as it's a pseudo, but it's they're likely, an Epic Cash community member.
oh, okay. I thought that was an OG Epic Cash person, Thomas.
No, it's we're the Freeman family.
Oh,
Uh,
I see.
Max Freeman. Freeman is short for Maximum Freedom. Uh,
Oh, okay. So that's it. That's a pseudonym for him too. I thought that was his name. Oh
no,
well.
his name
Oh,
his name's Wayne Garvey, and he doesn't mind.
oh, I had no idea. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm so stupid.
he'll, even though I know his name is Wayne, he's
You're Todd Freeman,
nah. I'm Uncle V. I'm Uncle V. String.
and
Uh,
I'm the fake Freeman.
oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay,
The
now I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it.
Honorable fake Freeman.
It
That
looks like I got into the, Epic Cash giveaway Telegram group early on because, they're just doing some administration work right now, trying to get it set up, so looks like I might be first. I'm looking for my 10 epics. Is
that
how
that
many
would
am
be
I getting?
amazing if you're first. Shame on the people watching the show. The 2 hours that Max were on. If you haven't, it's so easy. You did it on this show. Downloaded the app, got set up.
Yeah, it was
You,
easy.
you posted it, and
Yeah,
uh, it was that easy. So
it was easy, but I gotta do my GUI thing to get my V are we
you,
using Veet anymore? Or are we using Veet for any reason, or
you do Veet for kind of your play investment money. I have coins on Veet to be able to do because I support a lot of different community projects.
yeah,
Um,
so we need to keep Veet is what you're saying.
yeah. Veet's awesome. And
And you need that's how you get your Bitcoin into,
that's
Epic. So you
currently
need
that's how you do it before we integrate change now into our Epic Pay wallet. Uh, and we're working on atomic swaps. There's so many things that we're working on. That's why any ankle biters out there that are just so freaking stupid and ignorant that they even claim that we're any kind of a scam or pump and dump or shit coin. You're just ignorant. And
yeah. And let me also say, if anyone uses GoFundMe, Give, Send, Go, these are all alternate payment platforms. You do realize that. They may not be cryptos, but they're other ways to send value. So
right,
Epic Cash is multi-dimensional. It's a crypto. It's many things, but it also is working really hard, as you can see, to facilitate frictionless, low value transfer of money, which everyone is actually working on. It's not just Epic Cash. We got to really get anyone who's listening, we got to get the No Agenda community on board. It's a huge community. And he's really trying to get this value for value, this streaming
yeah,
sats. It's a Bitcoin offshoot. I've talked to you about it before. It's kind of clunky. It requires a ton of technology for what they're
he's
doing.
he's totally barking up. Right idea, wrong.
Yeah. And they're trying to get there's another app or called Albi. There's all these extensions. There's a lot.
Somebody can connect me with him,
It's
and
yeah.
Max and I mean, literally, I want someone to be able to tee us up. And
Adam@curry.com, just send him an email. I don't know him, but Adam@curry.com. He's a great technology guy. If you got him, he's such a good spokeshole.
yeah,
He's fan now John, who's older than him, who I've been following for
Curry is what C.
Curry, just like what you put on your, Indian food, Adam@curry.com. He got MTV.com. This guy's been doing it a long time. You gotta catch him before he gets too old, honest to God, because, seriously, we're all getting old, and he's really been into technology for a long time. He doesn't talk crypto, um,
Yeah.
but but he's looking at a way to monetize. He's really working hard at value for value. I think this could be a solution because he's looking at streaming sats, and it's really complicated. I'm not I use the biggest podcast player on Android called Podcast Addict. Now, I want to give you I've told you this before. Podcast Addict can't monetize their app like these guys want him to because Google won't allow it. And he's
Mhm.
not going to risk he's number 1 on the Google store for podcast players. So he's not going to risk pissing Google off just to accommodate 0.001% of the population, you see. So
Exactly.
if you can get something outside of the Google store that's away from it that they can't control, like Epic Cash, then it could work. Because if you make it super
All it
seamless.
takes, look, I've seen it time and time and
Yes,
time
you
again.
have.
My challenge is, I'm not going to do it. I don't have the time. But Adam@curry.com, if somebody in the Epic Cash community wants to,
Yeah,
as
reach
a
out to 'em.
matter of fact, Dark Star, if you end up watching this, let's have a chat. We have a community member, Dark Star, who was like, he's just amazing at being able to network us into the right places. So this is a good breadcrumb.
Because they are thinking of accepting crypto. Right now, they just take PayPal. their favorite method of payment is checks in the mail
Yeah.
because they get to keep all of it,
Yep.
for the most part. Actually, they're
Yeah.
starting to charge for checks now. Believe it or not, banks are charging for
Yeah.
receiving checks.
That's
So
great.
everyone is putting friction on payments because of this. And don't forget, guys, their CBDC is coming. I don't care if you like it or not. It is coming. So you're gonna be using a wallet, crypto style payment anyway. So
That's programmed. That's programmed money, so it can
yeah,
expire. Uh,
yeah.
that they can keep you from uh, using any money in there
Can do
to
whatever they want with your money.
pay for gas after a certain point of time
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
month.
yeah. That's
Uh,
coming.
yeah, you're only gonna be able to buy so much meat.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. We talked about that.
you think that's crazy? You think that's fiction? You're not awake. You're an NPC. Sorry, you're letting the TV.
It's coming faster than you can ever believe. So get on board alternate platforms while you still can, because maybe you won't be able to move money around into
Oh, I just came up with a good one in my have an internal dialogue in your head, won't you? You know that it's like that. It's kind of an admonishment. You know, would you please have some internal dialogue in your head, please, just a
Yeah.
little bit?
The only thing I don't like about that is that's when people are walking around talking to themselves. We call them mumblies. I don't know if you I don't
No, I'm saying in your head. You don't have to activate your lips.
Oh,
It,
okay, because
uh,
I've caught my wife on the doorbell camera talking, and I said, "Who are you talking to?"
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
"Who
awesome.
who are you talking to?" Because there's nobody there, so yeah, she's having an internal dialogue, so I'm not sure I wanna encourage that, Uncle Vigilante. That's sort of, keep it to yourself, but yeah,
That's
I think what you're trying to say is us guys, we're always thinking of the next thing. Well,
yeah,
you're in business development, you have to, otherwise you'll lose your job, so
yeah, yeah.
you
But,
have
but
you
no, but
have to be ahead.
I can't imagine people not having an eternal conversation in your head about just everything. Mine never stops. And from what I understand, the people who admit that they can't comprehend how you're having a conversation in your head. What do you mean? So
Mm,
it's wild. It's something that it is a rabbit hole that now I want to explore, and I will, because I'm really intrigued that there are now some studies that are out there that I'm going to chase down.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's matter of fact. Let me give you. Let me go to my podcasts, and I
Okay.
am going to go to my library and go to my shows.
What podcast player do you use? Are you on Apple? I think you're an
Apple,
Apple person.
Apple, and I am going to go to
By the
a
way, you should use Overture for
a
Apple.
a
That's a good
guy
one.
I listen to. It's called this is number 58. Apparently, most people are NPCs. Let's see how I can share this. Let's see, copy link. All right, so I'm going to go into your and my personal Telegram chat, and I'm going
Okay.
to post it. And if you wouldn't mind posting this,
I don't mind.
but this is the Quash.
Oh, I
And
listen to him. I
yeah,
actually burned out on him.
I burn out a little too.
He's
I
very repetitive.
he's very repetitive. Actually, you turned me on to him, and
Right.
but this is really a good one just because it's about the NPCs. It's really worth listening to because he does cite the studies, and it'll provide people with context.
He was doing the movie with Larkin Rose. Did that get done?
Don't know. Don't.
Okay, because he was gonna be the farmer or the slave owner or something in the movie
Oh, really?
that your nemesis Dollar Vigilante was helping to fund, so
Oh, really?
yes, oh, yes, this is th we're apart, but we're together, as
Yeah.
much as the Dollar Vigilante, aggravated you, he spins so much truth on his walk and talks, they're still
Well,
pretty
he
good.
does, and
Yeah,
you take the good with the bad,
yeah, you have to.
and you leave the rest and you go to war with the team that you have. ultimately at the end of the day. Are you familiar with this Cliff guy? Cliff's newsletter podcast?
I don't think so.
Uh,
Who is it? Cliff who? Richardson?
Everybody knows him. Who I'm trying to see if there's an about, but people with Cliff High,
I
CLIFHI.
think I heard of him. What is
But
he about?
oh, it's like somebody told me that I needed to start following and listen to him, and he's kind of like Jeff, to where there's you know some good stuff, but then the
Where's
guy.
he from? Is he England?
No, he lives on. I think he's on the coast somewhere, to where he has this big ranch or farm, and he records his podcast on his 1 hour drive from his ranch to go get groceries or whatever. And he has some good stuff, but he is so condescending in how he presents. He acts like he knows everything in the world, and he refers to, and it drives me nuts, space aliens all the time. He just it's all about
Uh-oh.
space aliens. And um it's like, and he talks about history like he's subject matter expert on everything, and he just talks out of his ass. But there are some gems there, so it's kind of like a train wreck, to where I start listening, and I'm like, okay, what's Cliff have to say today?
That
But
Cliff High videos, Cliff High, yeah.
yep.
I'll
So
put a link. That'll be show note number 4. I'm making show notes. The Quash is show note number 3.
yeah,
So I've got
but
some show notes tonight for you guys. Episode FAK 659. And you're
yeah.
on fire tonight. You always come on saying, "I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I got nothing to say." And I said, "Yeah, don't worry. We'll run out of time. We'll go through 60 minutes like it's 60 seconds." So,
I don't know. I'm in a good mood tonight, man. It's just
yeah, me
like
too. Well,
it,
you got a lot of new stuff to bring into to the table. You got some new apps. You got some
yeah,
momentum again. It's exciting. It's 2023.
that's
We're all
right.
still alive. The world didn't end at the end of the year as
Yeah.
predicted over and over again. We're staying alive.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
I'm pretty healthy. I've had a very healthy 3 years, to be
That's
honest with
great.
you.
Yeah. Me too.
I've been
Uh,
pretty good.
oh yeah, Cliff High, half past human. Yeah, he always goes. He starts everything with "Hello, humans.
Yeah.
Hello,
Well,
humans."
I don't know if I get past the first 30
I
seconds,
know,
but
I know it's painful. "Hello, humans." Anybody who's listening to it, you got to admit, I do him pretty well. "Hello,
Jared,
humans."
now I'm hearing, do you know anything about Rofkin? Because I wanted to bring up Rofkin in the sense that, I listened to Amy Says WTF, who's now rebranded as Amy's Research. I really enjoy her. She had a bad experience on Rofkin because she was talking about it's sort of a cult-like. They interview you to get in. And I only say this because I know Jeranism is on Rofkin,
Well,
and
he's
they also have their own crypto. Are you
what
aware of that?
they have theirs.
Yeah, they're called Raise because they take $10 a month to join and they disperse it to all their platform artists that you listen to. So you're sort of in their ecosystem, which
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of because it's sort of it's like a corral. A paddock. You're
yeah.
kind of brought into this space where they're helping you monetize your content, and you know you shouldn't need a middleman. I think that's what Epic's all
Hey,
about.
man, that's what creating our own future is all about. Is
No
avoid
middleman.
avoiding.
Like, isn't that the big problem with society? Let's be honest. With money, with insurance, these are all banking systems that are put between the buyer and the seller, and they take too much, and
That's
then they
right.
control everybody.
That's
Don't you
right.
think that's the problem? And I wanted to, go over BlackRock just because BlackRock is similar. Because what is BlackRock? All they are is money managers. It's
Yep.
not their money.
No.
Because people are too lazy to say, "Oh, I like this company, I wanna buy this stock." They pull their money in these exchange traded funds, or they used to be called, mutual funds back in the day, where you give all your money to a guy who says, "I know better, I manage and he has all the power to push your money to the different companies. You could have done it yourself. If you wanna buy Amazon, you could buy Amazon. If you
Yeah.
wanna buy, the grocery store chain, you could have bought that, but you give it to a middleman. So you've given look how much power everyone's given to Vanguard and
Yeah.
BlackRock. That's your money they're using. Do you
Yeah.
realize that? You could pull all your money out of the BlackRock ETFs, and I have to admit, I invested in ETFs and mutual funds a long time ago. I didn't realize really who BlackRock was until they became super
Yeah.
woke and active. But quite honestly, now I'm gonna make sure I have no BlackRock ETFs, and if I wanna invest in a company, I'll do my own research and directly invest in it. So, just again, these are middlemen. They insert themselves between you and who you want to do business
How
with,
dare you?
and they control
Middlemen, they're middle persons.
yeah, but that's the whole thing. For instance, if we're just Epic Cash, and I'm just trying to give another shout out to it.
Yeah,
It's a direct connection between content creators and people who want to fund them. There's
that's
no
right.
middlemen.
Nope.
That's the beauty. So if you're looking for something that can help facilitate that, I know I am all the time. For instance, if you pay cash for a lot of your goods and services, then you also don't like middlemen. Yeah, you have this thing called cash, which is someone else's IOU, but we all agree to use it. So that's all. This is what it is. So
Yeah,
people
so
don't
so
just because
so
it's new technology, don't be so against it because it's new.
so I wanna ask everyone some questions.
Mhm,
Are you for or against centralization? I
mhm.
presume you're against, so that would be decentralized. Are you for or against confiscation? I presume you'd be against, that would be confiscation resistance. Are you for or against censorship? I presume you're against it, so that would be censorship resistant.
Right.
Are you for or against having to ask permission or to trust someone to be able to transact? I presume against it. So, all of these things that I'm talking about are the foundation positive attributes of Epic Cash: decentralized, immutable, fungible, scalable, confiscation resistant, regulatory compatible, privacy protecting. I presume you're for your own privacy, censorship resistance, scarce, permissionless, and trustless. These are the foundational blocks of the project. And so, if you're for all of that stuff, great. Great. Go enjoy your CBDCs. Enjoy programmable money. But if you want to ultimately not have the melting dollar bill that loses its purchasing power every year, and you want to actually have some control of your own financial future, then keep following along.
Yeah, yeah.
Do 3 live streams a week. Tuesday night with Ab the Fakeologist, 8 o'clock, but sometimes we go 8:30 when he's busy because he's a busy man. And
I
then
am.
Wednesdays, tomorrow, noon Eastern time, is usually my time with just Max, or we might have some special guests on, but it's really kind of my opportunity to just riff with Max, founder of Epic Cash. And then my favorite time of the week, except with you, of course, Ab, is live streams on Friday, Epic Cash Live at noon. Now, you can find all of those by subscribing to the Uncle Vigilante channel on YouTube, which now has over 3,000 uh,
Wow.
subscribers. And if the next 100 people subscribe to Epic Cash, then I guarantee you, after that, 3,100th subscriber, I'll be back down to 2,990, but I'll thank you for trying. but I really do invite everybody to please, please, please subscribe to my channel just to keep up. So much is happening out there. And I tell you what, Jaron said this. It's kind of like, look, how many of us in this world, you know, blow $500 over a few months or over a month or over two, whatever, right? If you if you took that 500 today, you know, uh, let's say $500, uh, that would
Oh,
get you 1,250 epic.
right.
And at some point in time, like I say, when I give an epic cash, I know I'm giving $1,000 in due time. So $500 today, call me nuts, but I'm not nuts because I know more about epic cash than 99.99% of the people out there.
You're
That
like
could
an OG.
that can be, over $1 million in 3, 4, 5 years. And with any asset, there's an unknown period of price discovery. And during price discovery, those getting in, at the point in time where it may not be the easiest, though, and then they exercise the muscle of delayed gratification, they almost always win big, almost always win big. So that's the point in time where we are right now. We just have no mass adoption or awareness, but that's exactly the time that you want to seize the day. $500, you won't miss it in 5 years. Let's say that we go to zero. You know, you probably over that period might have spent $500 on lotto tickets. I don't know. But if I'm right, you're going to be really, really happy and I hope wealthy. So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. This
Well,
is
let me
not
I wanted to make one more. Okay, thank you for that. I just want to talk a little bit about Rofkin for 1 sec before you go, because
sure.
Darren is there and IPS, who I listen to, Infinite Plane Radio, IPS.monster. He's on Rofkin. He's got good things to say about it. Uh, Amy, who does research, she was freaked out by their whole procedure to get on board. And the other thing to tie it in with what we were talking about is they have their own crypto called Array. That's how they pay their people. Now, I guess you have to, as a user, pay in United States dollars, and somehow it gets translated into Ray. And
Yeah,
to me, that's a shell game. It's a kind of a
yeah.
shell game because when you have rays, then again you're constantly translating in your head what's a ray compared to US dollar because
Well,
you
what's
can't take your
the big question is what's the liquidity of Ray, and
exact. Well,
is
yeah,
it?
it's their own internal currency is my point.
I recognize that, but if
Yeah.
is it an appreciating asset or is it just fairy
Mm.
dust?
Right, exactly. So I know that they just make it easy for content creators to take in money. But
Mm-hmm.
how much easier is it to just put a QR code for Epic Cash to
Yeah.
collect money? And there's no middleman. See, this
Hey,
is what
hey,
is really
why don't,
important
why
to
don't you
me.
show why don't you show yours? Your
I'm trying to find it here on the top here. I got too many damn links. Damn it. Donors, donation. Don't oh,
yeah.
here it is. Donate. There it is. Yay.
This would be a good time for you to find that QR code so
There it
people
is. It's up there.
who have a Veet wallet,
Yeah.
you can go in there
And just
and open up your wallet, go to send. Then there's like the three dots to the right. You click on it, and then it says QR code. You click on that, and then your camera will take a picture of that and translate that into the send address, and then you can put, heck, guys, if you enjoy this show, why don't you send my good friend Ab, my partner Ab, 510 Epic. That would be really nice to show some support, show some love, and also
right.
you become a use case for other content providers on how easy it is, Adam Curry, to be able to just quickly show a QR code that does not
Oh,
have
yeah.
any middlemen,
That's
and
yeah.
boom,
That's
it
what I
goes
was gonna
into
say. The reason why you should get a hold of them now is because 'cause they're trying to revamp their donation thing to accept some crypto. They're into Sats and Bitcoin, but, now they're just setting it up so,
well,
they
we
see.
can speak their language. Ours
Yeah.
are ESATs, ESATs, you know?
Oh, is
It's
that right? You actually call them eSats?
Well, we called them Freemans, and then I was a pebble in everyone's shoe, saying, "You know what? The world understands what Sats are, and we're Epic, so why not call them eSats?"
Okay.
And
Wait, a sat is a millionth of a crypto or a mil
of
is it a
of
millionth?
a Bitcoin,
It's a
or
millionth of a Bitcoin,
or of the
underlying currency.
yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's a millionth. Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay, so yeah, they're big on that. So they're trying to get that going for the value for value community, for
Yeah,
sure. And they got all these things called Lightning and Alby is a
Lightning
something.
is such bullshit.
Okay, I got you.
Amazing. I'm gonna sick Dark Star on it, and
Okay.
he is going to get us. We will get Adam on the phone with Max Freeman, and I've been
I
on enough
love it.
of those calls that all I have to do is get him on the phone with Max Freeman, and just like me with that original shitcoin
You know
trial.
what? I'm telling you right now, they are probably the biggest receiver of donations of any podcast. He is the podfather. I'm gonna give him total props.
Yep,
I listen to
yep,
the show. You do too.
yep,
I listen to the donation segment, even though it's annoying, and I know because they encourage it, and I do listen to it, and I can't believe how much money they rake in.
yep,
And I'll tell you one thing, I would like to donate. I'm a regular donor there, but
yep,
you know, I'm if it was as easy as pointing my phone at the screen, I guarantee I would have sent more money by now. But I use the I don't want to use PayPal anymore because I'm so aggravated by
yep,
what they take, and I don't like my whole profile being exposed to them because I don't know what PayPal is sending them information wise because I don't
yeah,
want my address. I don't want them to accidentally read all my details. If I could just send it this way, whereas you said you don't even know who's sending it to you unless they tell you, um, that would be the way to do it, and I'm telling you, it's frictionless, and it's fast, and it's instant, pretty much,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you
Uh,
get them on there, and, it could be a tidal wave because they are definitely one of the top podcasts. I think they have 1,000,000 listeners,
mm-hmm.
and they talk about technology. That's part of their shtick.
Well, I think what I don't want uh,
Mhm.
premature ecurulation.
Yeah.
Um, I re-
Whoa,
I would really rather wait for that entree
okay.
to the point where our Epic Pay app has buy and sell integrated into it through Change Now, because then it'll be the literally the easiest wallet on the planet to be able to acquire privately. You know, uh, Epic Cash, and it could not. It'll just
Oh,
be.
something just came through. Is that you? See, I just got in something into my Veet wallet, 5 Epic. Thank you, whoever sent that.
That's great. It wasn't me, but that's great. Thank you.
It wasn't you. I see, I don't know who it is. There's no way of telling.
Nope. No. Um,
So
let's
if it was you that sent it with the Veet ID ending in 81, I think is one way to identify it. I don't know.
Well, on if it's Veet to Veet, you don't know who it is, but
No.
it that is a chain that you know. If you went to the Veet Explorer, you'd be able to at least identify, the wallet or whatever. You wouldn't be able to do that through Epic Pay or your GUI wallet. It's because it's all on
Wimble,
the
wimble, yeah.
base blockchain. So really, what Epic is in Veet is just a token, an IOU, which is fine while we had everything else under development. But it's time for you to drop your Huggies, Ab, and get the GUI wallet. And
I gotta do that. I gotta
I,
do that. I'm gonna do it.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? Just to go through the process, just go to t.me/ Epic Cash Help Desk and say,
Okay.
can somebody please link me to the pinned comment? Or you could do a search of you know, uh, GUI wallet, um, 5.0. I believe it's 5.0 or 4.0. I don't know.
Okay. We'll do that.
Uh, all right.
Well,
So
great show. Great show. We've gone way over. We talked too much, but you had a lot to say. I had a lot to respond. And I'm excited now that you introduced a new piece of technology because I love new technology, and it
Yeah.
worked on the first shot, which is always a
So
godsend with
easy, right?
technology.
So easy, and it looks so darn good, right? And
Yeah,
as they
it
say,
worked.
it's easy to make things hard. It's hard to make things easy, and that's why Diego, we're just over the moon with him and his involvement, and he's been working on this for a year. For
Well,
a year,
that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Eh?
yeah. So, and where he's been working on this for a year, and you see how impressive it is. What I know that other people don't are other things that we're working on that may be rolled out over this next year. And so that's where I unapologetically, ankle biters, cover Epic Cash because I know where the puck is going and we're skating to it, not where it was. And those of you who are smart will actually just say, hey, maybe this Uncle V dude is authentic and, you know, knows what he's talking about, did his own work. And by gosh, he has, you know, let's call it 500 hours of video covering it and unpacking it. So give me some credit on that. And if you go back and watch all 500 hours and want to tell me where I've gotten anything wrong or my guests have, then please do. Would love to have you come on the show. I think you'd be a fascinating guest to, deconstruct Epic Cash. That'd be fun for me. So
Oh, you're
DM.
you're not a shill, but you're sure as hell is a salesman. That's for damn sure. A good salesman. Nothing wrong with that. Sales, what's made
I'm
for the
not selling anything. I'm presenting,
yeah. You're a presenter.
and
You're a
people
good one.
arrive at their own conclusions.
Yeah. We didn't talk a lot of fakeology, but that's because you brought a new wallet to the table, and that's exciting. So,
Sorry, man. I just want to help you make more epic.
and just to be current with this week, I think there's something fishy slash fake about this. What's the guy's name? This NFL football player? Because I think everyone has to know his name now. It's sort of a
I'm shitty with names, so I don't know his
it's
name.
Darman Harmon or something. He's number 3. Everyone's changed their uniforms, and
Oh gosh.
guys, just be aware that anything promoted to the top by the mainstream media, there's an agenda behind it, and just there's already tons of deconstruction videos, people that are more skeptical than I am about
Uh,
it. So I put them on this post here. What's going on? Athletes dropping like flies series. This is a whole series on Odyssey that
Wow.
I just got referred to. It's about all the athletes. I personally am not sure any of them are true, but it's there. And now it's come to the NFL, which is the number 1 sport in the United States and Canada, probably. So
Wow. So
now,
they're already calling it a ritual.
yes, that's Zach Hubbard. That's Jake Asshole, I think his name is. That's his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I'm not a you're a bigger follower of the NFL than I am, and you've seen more of these things, but I'm just putting it out there. There's always 3 sides to every story, so check them all out. And thank you very much, Uncle Vigilante. You gave me a lot of stuff to think about for another week. So you gave me a week's worth of homework, so I'll report back in another week.
All right,
And
brother.
thank
Looking
you,
forward to it.
thank you
All right,
very much. All the
everybody.
best. All right, take care.
Bye bye.
Cheerios, and thanks everyone for listening to the show. We'll try and be back tomorrow. No guarantees. We're very spotty for this week and next week, but we always have Uncle Vigilante every Tuesday, and we have the Rick Be Told by Rick audio chat on Sunday morning, I think it is usually. So check out the website, fakeologist.com, fakeotube.com, fakeologist.com/donate. Thank you to that one person who sent me 5 epic cash. Very generous. And check out all the links in today's show on Fakeotube and Fakeologist. Thank you. Have a good night and talk to you next time.